Good morning, everyone. Whoa, let me shrink this a little bit. Oh, I can't get it down. There you go. I got a question from Andre Thomas. He wants to know, he wants me to tell a story about my first pigeon race. I'm going to tell you about two pigeon races. My first pigeon race was against my brother. We had triplets at the time. And I guess it was like a white booty. They would call it a booty. And he picked a dun grizzle Canadian tiplet. They're similar to Levettes, but not quite like Levettes. Well, anyway, we jump on our bikes, we ride a mile, and we let them up, and then we ride back. Well, his dun grizzle showed up first, but it kept flying. It wouldn't come down. My booty, or white bird, showed up about 4 minutes later, but dove down to the coop, and it was the first one home. So I won the race, but my brother had the faster bird. So that's the first pigeon race that I recall. Now I'm going to tell you about another pigeon race. This was later on. I had a friend who lived about a mile away, and he wanted to race pigeons. I didn't know much about racing homers. This was homers. So we got a few birds. We trained them on our bikes. We did what we could. I would go there in the morning, and there was never water there. The birds weren't fed properly. They weren't very well taken care of. They weren't in my backyard, they were in his backyard. Anyway, first race comes. I don't even remember how we got to the club. But we got there and we did ship the birds. The funny part about this is we were late. Very late. And in a moment I'll tell you how late. A flight flyer who lived across the street from where these birds were kept seen the blue homer come home. And when he ran into me, he said, "Wow," he said, "you guys must have did really well. I seen that blue homer come down home." And he dove down. Wow, he was fast. I said, he was also tired. He was 3 days late. So that's two pigeon races that I remember. That was not my first homer race. I don't really remember the first homer race. I wish I did. Well, Andre, that's the story I can tell you. I can tell you more. But there is a moral. Let me tell you a little something. There is a moral to this. Be careful who your partners are. If you get a partner, make sure he's dedicated to taking care of the birds and training the birds. I had a couple of partners over the years, and they weren't really dedicated. You have to be very, very dedicated to keep pigeons. If you're going to race them and you can't find a guy that's very dedicated, do it yourself. You're better off in the long run. If you want to race, you have to be dedicated. And that's it. Well, that's two stories of that I remember about racing pigeons. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I guess that's it.